Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to G4 Recitation Class for Mutalimat 2023. Please ensure that you have maintained respect for the Holy Qur'an by having performed wuzu, covering your head and sitting in a quiet room. While you are waiting for the class to begin, please check that you have logged in with your correct ID so that ST can recognize you and that your attendance is also recorded. And please also make sure that your camera is switched off and your microphone is switched off as well. Jazakallah. If you have any questions during the class or any question about the class, you can always email us at taqwa@ahmadiyyauk.org. So we'll now start off with the assembly consisting of tilawat, hadith, and an extract from the malfuzat, followed by a little quiz to enrich your knowledge. So during assembly, you can also raise your hand if you wish to read, and then ST will unmute you if required. So let us make a start with the holy name of Allah. ST, can I request ST to unmute a student, please?
May I request G4 703 to unmute your mic?
G4 703, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Please start the recitation with Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah, please.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. Our Lord, we have wronged ourselves, and if thou forgive us not and haven't mercy on us, we shall surely be of the lost.
Jazakallah, mashallah, you recited beautifully.
Jazakallah wa
Now we'll move on to hadith. So ST, can I have a student, please?
May I request G4 730 to unmute your mic?
G4 730, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Start with the Darood Sharif.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Sorry, could you zoom it a bit more for me?
It's just Allahumma barik as well, I think.
Sorry. Yeah, Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid.
Are you able to read from the screen?
Sorry, not really. I don't know why I see it very small.
Okay, I'll read the first bit and then you can read the second. That's a bit bigger, okay? So
Sure.
it's An ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma anna Rasulallahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam qala.
Sorry, I'm not able to see it. I'm so sorry.
That's fine, don't worry. I will just read this out.
Thank you.
إنما مثل صاحب القرآن كمثل صاحب الإبل المؤقلة إن آحد عليها أمسكها وإن أطلقها ذهبت. Hazrat Abu bin Amr radiallahu anhu narrates that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The example of the person who knows the Quran by heart is like the owner of tied camels. If he keeps them tied, he will control them. But if he releases them, they will run away. Al-Bukhari. Jazakallah. ST, can I have a student for Malfuzat, please?
May I request G4 736 to unmute your mic?
G4 736. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Sayings of the Promised Messiah alayhi salam. The Quran does not need you, but you need to read and learn the Quran.
Jazakallah. So now I'd like you to take you through the sign-in process to join the G4 class in the correct manner. So when you click on the Zoom app, or if you're using a web version, make sure that when you click on join a meeting, you enter your class ID, and then you need to check that you're entering your correct student ID. Sometimes it's a device name or your name written, but you need to check that it's your G4 class ID there. And then you need to click on the two options, turn off my video and remember my name for future meetings. And then you click join. And then you will be asked to enter your class password. And once you click join meeting, it will take you to the waiting room where you wait until the host start the meeting. So because we want everyone to be part of the class, you need to make sure that you enter with your correct ID. Even when you are in the class, you need to make sure that your ID is correct so that it's easy for ST to unmute you. So once you're in the class, you can click on the Manage Participants option, and then you will see your name at the top. And if you hover the mouse next to your name, you will see two options, Unmute and Rename. So if your name is incorrect, you can click on Rename and then enter your correct ID. And this is the correct way to join this class. And if you have questions, or if you want to watch any recordings of Talimul-Quran, you can go to YouTube and type Talimul-Quran UK, and all the recordings for lessons will be available on there. Jazakallah. Now I'd hand over the mic to the TA to conduct the quiz.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So now we are going to start the quiz. Question number 1 of today's quiz is, which rule of tilawat will be applied in the word inna? Options are A. Madda, B. Gunna, C. Idgham, or D. Izhar. ST, please unmute an ID for the answer.
May I request G4 703 to unmute your mic?
G4 703.
Yeah, B sign B. Unna.
Okay. Jazakillah. And your answer is correct, mashallah. So we can see Gunna rule in the word inna. Okay. Jazakillah. Next question. Which prophet of Allah is called Zunnun in the Holy Qur'an? A. Prophet Jonah or Yunus alayhi salam. B. Prophet Abraham or Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. C. Prophet Joseph or Yusuf alayhi salam. Or D. Prophet Jesus or Isa alayhi salam. ST, we need another ID for the answer.
There is no hand raise. May I request G4 739 to unmute your mic?
G4 739. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, I'm going to unmute G4 749 instead of her.
Yeah, it's Assalamu alaikum. It's
Okay.
B, Prophet Ibrahim.
G4 737. You choose which option? Option B.
B.
Okay, but the correct answer is Prophet Jonah alayhi salam or Hazrat Yunus alayhi salam is called Zunnun in the Holy Quran. Anyways, mashallah, good try. Next question. In which language was the first translation of the Holy Qur'an written? A. Arabic with Urdu. B. Arabic with English. C. Arabic with Russian. Or D. Arabic with Farsi or Persian. So, ST, please unmute another ID.
May I request G4 749 to unmute your mic?
G4 749. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
Yes. What is the correct answer in your opinion?
D.
D. Jazakillah. Let's check this. You are right. Correct option is option D, Arabic with Farsi. It is the language in which the Quran was translated for the first time, the first language. Jazakumullah. Question number 4 of today's quiz is, the promised Messiah alayhi salam metaphorically referred to Surah Al-Fatihah as which flower? A. Tulip. B. Jasmine. C. Rose. Or D. Sunflower. ST, we need another ID.
G4 702, please unmute your mic.
G4 702. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes. What is your guess about the answer?
Yes, to be honest, I'm not really sure about this one.
Okay,
I'll just make a guess. I think it's Jasmine.
Okay, Jazakillah, and let's see the correct answer, and it is option C, Rose. Okay, promised Messiah alayhi salam metaphorically referred to Surah Al-Fatihah with rose. Jazakillah. Next, last question. What is the meaning of La Tufsidū, referring to first 17 verses of chapter 2, Al-Baqarah? A. Do not create disorder. B. Do not tell a lie. C. Do not backbite. And D. Do not kill. ST, we need one last ID for quiz. You can unmute any participant.
G4 754.
G4 754. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Not sure, but it's probably A.
B.
A. Do not create disorder.
Okay. You selected option A, and that is the correct option. Do not create disorder. Well done, G4 754. And this concludes today's quiz. And we are going back to our DT. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah Tia for the quiz. So let's make a start of today's lesson, in which you will learn the 2 rules, how to apply the rule of tashdid and ghunna. So, tashdid. Mushaddad means hardened. A letter with the shadda on top is called a mushaddad letter. Instead of writing an identical letter twice in succession, the Arabic writing system writes it once and places a small W-shaped sign called shadda on top of it to indicate the doubling of consonants. For example, on the right-hand side, you can see the letter dal has that small W sign, tiny shadda, and that's why dal is called a mushaddad letter. And a mushaddad letter must be stressed appropriately in the pronunciation. For example, this word Rabbi, we'll break this word into 2 steps. First, we will pronounce the word Rab, and we will stress on the letter ba, because ba has a shadda on top, and then we will pronounce the kasra, B, Rabbi. So on letter ba, we are stressing. In this one, we are stressing on letter dal, baddi, nubaddila, kebban, mukebban. So I've stressed on this ba. Savvi, nusavviya, mahi, famahili. So as you can see, I've stressed on every shadda letter, mushaddad letter. Next comes the rule of ghunna, which is also known as nasalization. Ghunna means a prolonged nasal sound that is emitted from the nose pipe for the duration of about 2 seconds or 2 counts. And there are 2 letters of ghunna that you need to remember. One is noon mushaddad and second is mim mushaddad. And they both are prolonged with nasal sound when they bear the sign of shadda. So on the right hand side, this is a shadda. The first is an example of noon mushaddad because noon is carrying a shadda on top. And the second is mim mushaddad. You need to remember to prolong noon mushaddad and mim mushaddad with ghunna, and it should not be for less than 2 seconds or 2 counts. So for example, we'll read the first word as in, so 2 seconds while pronouncing. So let's practice a few words. So first one, I'll read out the first line. Muhammadun. I've stressed on mim and also prolonged for 2 seconds. Mutimmu. Yugharrannaka. Ahammathum. It's like this. So you need to, wherever it's mim mushaddad and noon mushaddad, make sure you prolong for 2 seconds and with ghunna. So now I would request ST to unmute a student for practice.
May I ask G4 756 to unmute your mic?
G4 756. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Ghamman bighammin la ukaffiranna ud'uhunna latarawunna.
Jazakallah. ST can have another student.
May I request G4 754 to unmute your mic?
G4 754. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Please start with Bismillah, and could you read the last line, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bayyinahu.
On ya, there is a fatha.
Bayyanahu. Tahsabanna. Lam yatasanna. Fasawahunna.
Could you read the last word for me again?
Fasawahunna.
Jazakallah, that's much better. Jazakallah. We'll move on to next slide now. So ST, can I have another student, please?
G4 737, please unmute your mic.
G4 737. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Could you recite the first line, please?
Yu'ammaru alfa la tasma'unna la tajidannahum ka'annahum.
Jazakallah. And ST, can I have one last student?
G4 769, please unmute your mic.
G4 769. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Could you recite this second last line, please?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Sattu kasihinna.
Okay, on this dal, because there is no shadda on dal, so we won't stress on dal. So we would just say sadu.
Sadu kasihinna.
It's ti.
Sorry?
It's qatihinna.
Qatihinna. Yatawaffahunna.
Because on fa we have vertical fatha, so we need to prolong this for 2 seconds.
Yatawaffahunna. kiswatuhunna
Kiswatuhunna.
kiswatuhunna wali uti
Waliutimma.
wali utimma
And could you read the last line as well for me, please?
biraddihinna ummahatukum bi anfusihinna Allahumma
Again, on lam, there is vertical fatha, so prolong for 2 seconds, please.
Allahumma.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah for coming on the mic. So now I will hand over the mic to the TA for surah practice.
Jazakallah, DT. I'm going to share my screen. Yes, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we are going to continue the recitation practice of Surah Fatir. And if we explore the word Fatir, we find that it is an attribute of Allah. And the opening verses, these opening verses tell us that Allah is the Fatir, the creator or the maker of heavens and earth, and of all that is between them. He has created the angels to execute his will in the material world, and there is no one who can withhold or release his mercy without his will. And with this, I will request ST to kindly unmute an ID, and then we will start our practice. ST, we need an ID.
G4 749, please unmute your mic.
G4 739.
749.
G4 749. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, could you please start the recitation with Tawuz and Tasmiyah? You can start from here, sorry. Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم هل من خالق غير الله يرزقكم من السماء والأرض لا إله إلا هو فأنا تؤفكون.
Jazakallah, mashallah, beautiful voice and beautiful recitation. I think you are quite familiar with the rules of recitation. That is very good, mashallah. But because you are very good in recitation and you know the rules of recitation, so I think here you missed pronouncing this noon as a clear noon. It is a clear noon. We should do izhar, okay? Min khaliq. You pronounce it with a nasal sound, which is need to be corrected. Okay, G4 769. Did you notice any mushaddad letter in this line? G4 769. Are you with us? ST, has she gone? G4 769.
Yes, sorry, I couldn't unmute myself before.
Okay, okay. Students,
So
please
you
do
were
not
saying
mute
something?
yourselves
Yeah.
before we say okay. Jazakallah. So I asked, did you notice any mushaddad letter in this line?
Yes.
Okay, which one?
When she started reciting Ya Ayyuhan Nasu.
Which letter is mushaddad? You can name the letter.
Noon.
Excellent. Yes, it is noon mushaddad. And any other letter?
Ya.
No, ya is not mushaddad.
No, the second Ya.
Oh, yes, this one. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Sorry, I was looking at this one. Yes, you are right. There are two mushaddad letters in this line. So, which mushaddad letters, out of these two mushaddad letters, which letter needs to be prolonged with a sustained nasal sound? Is it ya mushaddad or noon mushaddad?
Is it Ya Mushaddad?
No, it is the other one, noon mushaddad. Okay, this is what we learned in today's lesson, and you, mashallah, pronounce it perfectly.
Okay.
But the thing is, noon mushaddad and meen mushaddad are the letters which should be pronounced with a sustained nasal sound, like 2 seconds. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So how will you pronounce it? Just read till here. Start from here to here.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Ayyuhan Nasu.
Perfect. So here on this ya mushaddad, you pronounced it with stress. That is correct. And this noon mushaddad, you pronounced it with the sustained nasal sound. So this is the difference between noon mushaddad, mim mushaddad, and other mushaddad letters. Okay?
Oh, okay, yes.
Jazakillah. And mashallah, you recited so well. Well done. G4 769. ST, can we have another ID for recitation?
Yes. May I request G4752 to unmute?
G4 752. Assalamu alaikum. I can't see her.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, G4 752. You can start the recitation after Tabus.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa in yukazzibuka faqad kuzzibat rusulun min qablika wa ila Allahi turja'un umur. Ya ayyuhan nasu inna wa'dallahi la'haq. Fala taghurrannakumul hayatud dunya wala yaghurrannakum billahil gharur.
Jazakillah. That's it. I think in first attempt you pronounce this word correctly. It is ghain with a fatha, gharur. Okay, this one, right? Okay, and well done for recitation. This noon should be pronounced with a nasal sound. Okay, this is not a clear noon. Min qablik. Are you with us, G4 752?
Yes, I'm with you. Yes.
Okay, and how did you pronounce this bit of the surah? Please do it again.
Okay. Wa ila Allahi turja'un umur.
Okay, this is the thing which I noticed, that here you need to connect this lam with this lam mushaddad without any pause or prolongation. Okay.
Okay.
We quickly connected this lam with the other one. Wa ilallahi, like this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
These are the blank letters. We need to ignore them. This ya and this alif. Okay. We will ignore these blank letters and connect or join this lam with other lam mushaddad without any delay. Okay. Wa ilallah.
Okay.
And what do you know about this noon mushaddad?
No, I don't know much about the noon mushaddad.
Okay, today we learned about this noon mushaddad, that we have to prolong it. We have to prolong noon mushaddad and mim mushaddad with a sustained nasal sound, like for 2 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we prolong it, or we can say we do gunna on these mushaddad letters, noon mushaddad and mim mushaddad only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and I forgot what you did here. Yes, you stopped here, I think. Haya, you said haya. Okay, it is correct, but I'm not sure what you did with this timer buta. How did you change it?
Why is that?
Here, can you see this?
No, I can't see the cursor.
You can't see the highlighted hayatu?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me bring it in the middle of the page. Okay. So you can read from here to here again.
Okay. Fala takhurrannakum. Sorry. Fala takhurrannakum al-ayatud dunya.
Okay, the word is hayatud dunya. Okay, al-hayatud dunya. So hayatud dunya.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And here you can either skip or make a pause. Okay, but it's better to continue if you can till the end of the verse.
Okay.
Jazakillah, G4 752. ST, we need another ID.
Yes, may I request G4 750 to unmute?
G4 750. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
G4 750. Let me note your ID. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you hear me?
G.
Okay, you can start recitation from verse 4.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم. هل من خالق غير الله يرزقكم من السماء والأرض. لا إله إلا هو فأنا تؤفكون.
Jazakallah. Well done. Okay. How did you pronounce the word Allah here? You can repeat it from here to here.
Ni'matullahi.
So do you pronounce it in thick sound?
I think I pronounced it with 10 first.
No, you are correct. You need to
okay.
pronounce it with thick sound. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ni'matallahi. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We will inshallah learn this rule later, but you pronounce it correctly last time, I think. And here again, it is min khaliq. Okay, clear no?
Okay.
And here, how did you pronounce this these words?
Khairullah.
Yes. Pronounce it with the thick sound.
Yeah.
Ghayrullahi. Okay, like
Okay.
this. Otherwise, mashallah, you did well. And it is better to continue if you see za sign, okay? The Jabus sign. You can continue if till the end of the verse. Okay, Jazakillah G4 750. Okay, ST, please unmute another ID.
May I request G4 741 to unmute?
G4 741. Assalamu alaikum. G4 741. Okay, we can take another ID.
May I request G4 755 to unmute?
G4 755.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah. Okay, G4 755. Could you please start with the Abuz and Tasmiyah?
A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa in yukazzibuka faqad kuzzibat rusulun min qablik wa ilallahi turja'ul umur.
Okay, Jazakillah, mashallah. You recited well. Here, what you did, which stroke is it? Do you know? Do you know the name of this stroke under the alif? Here?
I'm not sure.
Okay, is it kasra or fatha? Any guess?
Fatha?
No, this is
Kasra.
fatha. Yes, you are
Kasra.
right now. This is fatha on top of the letter. If there is a slant shape, it is called fatha. And if it's underneath a letter, it is called a kasra. So kasra and fatha both are short strokes, and another short stroke is dhamma. Okay, we need to give it only 1 stroke or 1 second. Okay, and kasra is pronounced in a thin sound.
Okay.
So how you would pronounce this word?
Wa-i.
No, whole word.
Wa-in.
Yes,
Wa-in.
Wa-in. It is correct now, mashallah. And can you see any mushaddad? Can you tell me any mushaddad letter in this line?
Ja mushaddad and
Yes.
the zay.
Perfect.
Zal.
Zal. Yes.
And there's another zal and meme.
Yes. Meme and any other mushaddad letter?
Lam.
Well done. And I can see another mushaddad letter in this line.
There's another zal.
Oh yes, I think you mentioned it earlier. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Out of these mushaddad letter, which mushaddad letter should we should do ghunna on?
Is it the meme?
Perfect. Well done. We should pronounce mushaddad meme with a sustained nasal sound. Okay.
Okay.
Jazakillah. Well done. G4 755. We can have another ID now. ST, please unmute another ID.
Could I request G4 757 to please unmute?
G4 757.
Yes.
G4 757. Are you with us?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, you can start with tabus and tasmiyah, and I forgot to correct previous students' tabus. Yes. You can start it with tabus and tasmiyah, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس إن وعد الله حق فلا تغرنكم الحياة الدنيا ولا يغرنكم بالله الغرور.
Jazakillah, mashallah, you recited so well. Very nice. Okay. In the start of the verse, how many mashaddat letters can you see in this bit of the verse? In the first line?
5. Yeah, 5.
Okay, let's check these 5 mashaddat letter out. Ya mashaddat, non mashaddat, again non mashaddat. Yes, mashaddat letter came 1, 2, 3, 5 times in this line. Well done. And out of these 5 mashaddat letter, which letter should be pronounced with the nasal sounds, sustained nasal sound?
The first non-mushaddad and the second non-mushaddad.
Yes, nun mushaddad is the word which should be pronounced with 2-second nasal sound. Well done. And how should we pronounce this word, dunya? With clear noon or with a nasal sound? With the gunna?
Without gunna.
Yes, you're right. Mashallah. Well done. So the word dunya is one of those words in which noon should be pronounced clearly. Okay, dunya, ad-dunya. Jazakillah, G4 757. Mashallah, your recitation is beautiful. I think we can have, Jazakillah, one more ID.
Can I please request G4 769 to unmute?
G4 769. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Okay, please start with tabus and tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس يا أيها الناس ذكروا نعمة الله عليكم هل من خالق هل من خالق غير الله يرزقكم من السماء
Okay, wait, please. It is يرزقكم من السماء.
يرزقكم من السماء والأرض لا إله إلا هو فأنا تؤفكون.
Okay, Jazakillah. It is فَأَنَّا تُؤْفَكُونَ. Okay?
Yep.
تُؤْفَكُونَ. Or if you want to stop here, it is better to continue the recitation and not to stop here. But if you stopped, then this waw will be changed into a waw sakin, illahu. Okay, and I think we should have a look on your ta'awuz. Alif and ain are throat letters, but their articulation points are different. So we should try to distinguish between the sounds of alif and ain. Okay, alif has a soft sound a, and ain is articulated from the middle of the throat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a bit more, what should I say, strong sound. Okay, auzu. Okay, like this. And some corrections for you. It is ya ayyuhan nasu. So you have to pronounce this word like this, ya ayyu. And here, alif is blank. We will skip it while reciting, okay? Because we are not pausing here or stopping here. So we will read it like this. Ya ayyuhan nasu zkuru ni'matallahi. Because we are not stopping here. So we will connect or join this mutaharrik letter with next sakin letter without any delay or prolonging. Okay, if you will pronounce it like suzkuru, it is not correct. And here you pronounce this lam with a jerk, and lam is not a jerking letter. Pronounce it like hal, okay, without any jerk. And here, how did you pronounce this word?
Yeah. Yarzuqukum.
Okay, yarzuqukum. Okay,
Yarzuqukum.
Yes, dhamma sound. And again, you have like tabus. You had the two similar sounding letters, alif and ain, and qaf and kaf are also similar sounding letter, but with different articulation points. Okay. Qaf is a thick letter. We have learned about thick letters in our first class. Okay, first lesson. So it is yarzuqukum minas samai. Right? Okay. Jazakillah. I forgot your ID. What was her ID? G47. Okay, I will check it later. Jazakillah, and it's time to conclude this segment and to do some recap and concluding prayer with DT. Jazakumullah, everyone.
Jazakallah to you. Let me share my screen. So now we are coming towards the end of our today's class. So to wrap up, let's quickly see which rules we covered today. So first one, we looked at the rule of ghanna, which is the prolonged nasal sound for about 2 seconds or 2 counts when noon mushaddad and mim mushaddad bear the sign of a shadda. For example, in this example, yu'ammaru alfa la tasma'unna. So mim mushaddad and noon mushaddad. And on the right hand side, we also looked at the rule of tashdid. A letter with the shadda on top is called a mushaddad letter, and a mushaddad letter must be stressed appropriately. For example, Rabbi Saddaqa Hubban. So whenever it's a shadda, you are going to stress over that letter. So now we'll move on to our last segment of our, before we go into the concluding prayer, I'd like to remind everyone to please revise and apply these rules in your daily recitation as well as your homework. Because the purpose, as you know, of our G4 course is that you learn the correct pronunciation and then you teach it to others. So if you try and remember the rules that you learn in these classes, this way you can improve your pronunciation and then you can teach others as well. Jazakallah. So now we'll move on to our last segment. So I'll request ST to unmute a student and then I will read and then a student can repeat after me. So ST, can I have a student?
Yeah, can I please request G4 733 to please unmute?
G4 733, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So I will read this and then you can repeat after me. Is that okay?
Ji.
Jazakallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallahil azim, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma inni abduk.
Allahumma inni abduk.
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 Wabnu abdik.
Wabnu abdik.
Wabnu amatik.
Wabnu amatik.
Nasiyati biyadik.
Nasiyati biyadik.
Madin fiyya hukmuka hukmuk.
Madin fiyya hukmuka.
Adlun fiyya qada'uk.
Adlun fiyya qada'uk.
As'aluka bikulli ismin huwa lak.
أسألك بكل اسم هو لك
سميت به نفسك.
سميت به نفسك
أو أنزلته في كتابك.
أو أنزلته في كتابك
أو علمته أحدا من خلقك.
أو علمته أحدا من خلقك
أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك.
في علم الغيب عندك
أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي.
أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي
ربيع قلبي.
ربيع قلبي
ونور صدري.
ونور صدري
وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي.
وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي.
Could you read the translation, please?
G. O Allah, I am your servant, the son of your servant, and the son of your maidservant. My forehead is in your hand. Your command concerning me prevails, and your decisions concerning me is just. I call upon you by every one of the beautiful names with which you have described yourself, or which you have revealed in your book, or you have taught to any of your creatures, or which you have chosen to keep in the knowledge of the unseen with you, to make the Qur'an the delight of my soul, the light of my heart, and the source to remove my grief and sadness and dispel my anxiety and fear.
Jazakallah. So with this, we conclude our today's class. Inshallah, see you all in the next class. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.